Today I will share with you some of the intuitive wisdom that I received through images. These images that I use are SoulCollage cards. You can see I have many. There's a deck here of more than 200 cards that I have been creating them since 2015 when I learned the SoulCollage method with Sina Frost. And this for me was, after I learned this, I didn't stop using it. I love this method. I also teach the method, and it has so many applications. No, what one of the things it does to me, I can establish a dialogue with my soul, with all my soul parts. And in this case, when I do this reading, this is a reading that we're gonna do today. I draw the cards. I drew the cards on February the 10th, and I ask a certain, I ask certain questions, and I receive the answers through the images. That's how I receive the communication, the wisdom. I am very intuitive, and everyone can develop intuition the more you practice it. And through those questions, I receive images. Through the images, I receive wisdom from above. Many times, when I draw the cards, the day that I draw the cards, I don't have exactly all this wisdom that I like to share. I have some wisdom today. Maybe 2 weeks later, I'm going to have more wisdom. But because the way it works is like the images, the way they are connected, they start to talk to you. You can have some information maybe during the night, like in my case, or the next day, or many times I have information throughout the month. With the things that I go through in the month, I have things that are going to happen to me, decisions I'm going to make, or a problem that I'm going to be faced with. And so I can look at this map, and usually what it does, but usually not generally, it gives me the guidance that I need to take my next step, or to give a response when I'm in an area that I might feel lost. So once you start understanding how they work and how they connect with you, you're gonna see how everything that happens to you that month is connected with the cards, and you can easily start to see how to apply this wisdom. This being said, I wanted to introduce today in this cycle the card that I draw February the 10th. We are giving birth to this energy. It's called, let me see the reflection, the loving touch. So the loving touch, interesting, because this card I drew it last month, and I said, wow, I drew it. No, I didn't draw it. Sorry, I didn't draw it last month as a giving birth energy. It was part of the map, but it was part of the communication, connecting with other cards. Now, what I like about this is now it's gonna give me a completely different perspective, all depending on the other cards that are around, because each one is gonna give me some information in relationship with this loving touch card. Interesting, also that I noticed that it is the Valentine month, so loving touch is not a coincidence that I drew that card. It's a beautiful energy. It's an energy of love. It's an energy of giving. So it's about the touch of love you can give. How can you touch someone else with love? This energy is going to invite you to connect with others, to reach out to people that you have been postponing that call, to people that you love, also to reach out to complete whatever is incomplete. If you have to return a call, if you want to say I'm sorry about something that you're still carrying a guilt, this is a time for that, to show your love. How can you heal all those relationships that you care, which also is a way of giving that touch of love to yourself when you are in completion with that. Also, how can you make someone else feel good? How can you heal people with your love? Some people are in big, have a big need of love, to be loved, to feel to feel safe around you, and so this is a time for that. Also, this is also a time to be loving with ourselves. How can we be more loving with ourselves, with others, and with ourselves? Now this card here is a card that is called the Spider Web. This card answers a question that is about, it's a creative energy. So it's gonna give you completely different way of approaching or understanding the loving touch. It's the main card. How is this? How does it work? For example, the way maybe the spider is teaching us to love is that to love we need to make connections. We need to open up. You know, the spider weaves, makes new connections. In each connection, the spider makes a knot, has to complete something. To complete things are incomplete, because otherwise the whole web it goes undone. So it's all about weaving new possibilities. It's all about weaving new experiences in your life, reaching out, expansion. Weaving is expansion. So this is a way of loving yourself. When you are in a place that you might be stuck, how do you give a touch of love to yourself? You open up. You make new connections. How do you give a touch of love to others? Well, you also connect. You connect to the web of life, to the universe. You see what people might might be needing of your support, doing volunteering causes, donations, anything that is connected with globally. This is the spider talking about that. Connect with others from a place of love. Find another way of connecting with another person. Weave, even if it's a small step, weave it into your life. That's an opening for yourself. Excuses are it's like it just blocks your chances to weave an expansion. This third card, which is called the manager of light, the manager of energy, comes to assist the spider, the creative energy. How is that? How is it doing it? The way it does it is just a reminder that when you start to opening up, you start to weave new connections, to complete what is incomplete, to expand and to connect with a touch of love. Just to remember to integrate in this month that space that you need to give love to others, to connect with others, to complete things, and to give the loving touch to yourself, to your well-being. Include that as part of your time. And I mean, this is something that you have to work as a manager of light. That's your responsibility to do it. It is your responsibility to integrate the loving touch in the part of your day or the month. It's very important as well to give space to opening up to your emotions. Sometimes you have varied emotions, painful situations that you are not ready to deal with at the moment. This is the time to give that loving touch, because when you go in and deal with that emotion, you face it, it's gonna free eventually. But if you keep it buried, it's gonna stay with you, and you're not taking care of yourself. This is a bad energy that you're carrying with yourself. So it is very important. It's a call for you to attend all your emotions, recent emotions, and also emotions that you might have from your past. Why not go in, deal with them, and then release them? You're gonna have a much happier life. Remember that the loving touch is a healing touch. When you love yourself, you are healing yourself. You're paying attention to yourself. So let's remember that we can, with the manager of light, we can integrate new possibilities into our life. It doesn't matter if they're small steps, but we can integrate them. And as a manager, we have to set our boundaries. We have to disregard any habitual excuses that we may have, because that's the job of the manager. No, you have to manage your light. And if you want new things to happen to your life, if you want more love for yourself, then you have to set aside that time for that energy. The next card we're gonna move to is the one called, this is called Out of Crop. Oh, the reflection of the sun. You see, out of crop. You go up. Just there's something like energy going up. So basically, this card talks about be aware of the crop trap. No, it's like a trap, because it's a trap because this when you are in a crappy situation that you're stuck, the vibrations are very low, and here is teaching you that the way to get out of the crap is going up. It means going high, going to a higher vibration. This is one of the ways. If you're in a low vibration, you find a high vibration right away. One of the ways to learn how to get to a higher vibration is to be in tune with your compass. The compass is the internal compass that everyone has, and it's our emotions. So if you are feeling down, if you're feeling unhappy, if something makes you mad, this is a compass. This is telling you that you're getting stuck, or you're into something crappy. So you need to get to a higher vibration. You need to find something that makes you feel better to raise that. So once you turn, this is something that you have to learn to apply in your life, and so anytime you get into a low vibe, you can go up. Things that make you relax, each person has a different way. You can meditate, you can pray, you can exercise, you can go to nature, you can breathe, you can eat healthy, you can have your alone time, etc. Those are one of the ways. And in relationship to the loving touch, this is a loving fix that you need to give to yourself when you are in this crappy trap. The more you practice getting out of the crap, the more trust you will develop in yourself, and always self-trust is self-love. Another important lesson about this card is that you just can't escape crap. The way out of crap is the way you have to go in. So you have to deal with the issue and learn the lesson. For example, what is going on? You have to see what is it that you're not seeing about you. If you start blaming someone else from the issue, and always the problem is outside, that crap is still in you, and you're gonna continue attracting that. It's not gonna be that person, it's gonna be another person. It's not gonna be that job, it's gonna be the next job. It's gonna be, because what happens is, what you're not seeing is that it's inside of you, the lesson that you need to see. That's why you're having that issue in your life. So basically, you can't escape your own problems. You have to go and deal with it, and you have to feel those emotions that are hurtful emotions, maybe. But that's the way you can get out of that crap. If you don't attend this emotion that you carry within you, it's just going to stay with you, and it's going to continue pulling you down. I'm going to share with you an example, a personal example, which was related to fear. I was attracting some situations that were fearful, and so at one point I realized that these situations were coming to my life to show me that there was an aspect from my childhood that I was very scared, and I never attended those emotions. My little girl inside of me needed to be attended. So I have to go in and face those issues. And after I did that, I did it through healing, through artistic healing. I did painting. I was able to confront that, and that disappeared in my life. I wasn't attracting anything like that anymore, because the reason why I was attracting this in my life was because it was telling me that I need to face something that was still inside of me. So I was still carrying that fear inside of me. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You can't escape your own issues. They're going to show up in your lives, so you can go in and deal with them eventually. Okay, this new card, which is the woodpecker. See, it's a woodpecker. There's a door open, because this is it's a card that comes answering the question of what is it that we need to pay. We need to focus on this month as far as the energy, and what the woodpeckers is showing us is that this is a time that if we continue weaving, like the spider says, the doors are going to open. The knock of the woodpecker opens doors. It opens minds. It's a big awakening call for you. New doors will open if you do your path, if you do your work. Now, of course, if you choose to awaken, you have to get out of your comfort zone. But what it reminds you is that there is a way out to your current situation. Also, Um, the another interesting thing that the bird brings is that there are going to be new rhythms in your life. The woodpecker is an attention grabber, and it's very powerful with the words, the communication. So if you need to communicate with others, whatever you need to say, do it. Use your words wisely. Use the words with nice tones, with the loving touch. Remember to add it. The tone of your voice, the words that come out from your mouth. Be clear. Use clarity and be straightforward. But it's a time to communicate whatever you need to communicate, to open new doors and to break free of anything that you feel at this moment stuck in your life. So again, the woodpecker reminds you that your words are powerful. Use them, even if it seems that you're in a situation where the doors seem closed and your life is stuck. Just keep on knocking. Just keep on knocking at the door. Another thing that I can say about the bird is that do things differently. Try different things. Get out of everything that is familiar to you, the pattern that you are familiar with. Change something. Do something out of your norm. So that is going to help you to open a new door. You cannot stay just doing the same thing and pretending things are going to change. So if you're ready to awaken and give you that loving touch that you deserve, you have to knock at the doors. You have to do your work. You have to communicate, and the doors are going to open. So the next card is number 6. It's called the well-being card, and this card answers the question. See, like this, of like if you lose power when you don't attend your well-being. And as a manager of light, that is part of this map, it tells you it's your responsibility to fit the well-being in your schedule, either your daily schedule, your monthly or weekly schedule. This is a loving touch that you're giving to yourself, and as a manager, when you include this in your routine, you are doing something that is going to affect your whole energy. You're going to lift your energy. When you don't include this in your life, you start to lose power. So it is important that you give yourself time either to relax, to get a massage this month, to just dedicate some time for yourself to feel good. If you need to groom, you cut your hair, lotion in your face, anything that makes you feel good. It's gonna show. It's gonna show in your persona. When a person grants themselves this well-being energy, usually it's a person that shows that they care about themselves. It's a person that they show that they are not neglecting, and they are not left to be the last in the line. So there's something about confidence, about self-esteem that is going to radiate from your persona. So this is another way. If you want to, when you're in crappy situations, when the energy is down, go do things that are going to lift your well-being, and this is going to automatically is going to raise your vibe energy. When your energy is higher, you're going to start attracting, the law of attraction. When you have a higher energy level, you're going to start attracting better situations. You're going to have probably more answers are going to show up to you. Everything's going to kind of smoothly open up for you. This is also part of the magic that of our world, our magic web of life, but we don't see, but it's still there, all this vibration, all these energies. And the more we learn how to lift our energy level when it's down, the more we are aware when we are in the crap hole, and we do things to get out. This is eventually open new things for us. It's gonna help us awaken. Okay, moving on to the energy card here. This is called, when you can see, this is a person that probably most of you know, Kim Kardashian. The reason why I have this card here is not because okay, I'm gonna go another way around. The reason why I have the card is because I like to pick up the best of every person, any person. And what I pick here from Kim Kardashian is an aspect of her that I choose. It's not that I like everything about her, but something that I learn about her, which is that she doesn't care to show her emotions, her being in front of the camera, in front of the public. If she wants to take 100 million selfies, even if I disagree, doesn't matter. She doesn't care. She does it. She can cry in front of the camera, and it's something. For example, I'm not ready to do that. I cannot. You have to have some courage to show to open up to the world, and that's the aspect that I embrace from her, and that's the aspect that for me is like a lesson, no, that I need to include. Actually, at this moment, I need to. For me, yeah, I need to have courage to speak in English, to communicate this wisdom in English. I did this in Spanish, which obviously comes more fluently, and in English I might not feel that the words are all the words exactly as I want it to flow, no. But anyway, I said, I will have the courage to show exactly how I am, exactly how it comes in English, but knowing that the main point here, the main focus is to share wisdom, to reach other people, and to help them with what I receive, instead of getting all this information and wisdom for myself, which I have been doing for a long time. I said, I have to get the courage. I have to get the courage to just get in front of the camera or speak in front of the camera, because I felt like I'm being selfish. You don't receive all this information for yourself. That's not how it is. So this is my challenge, and this is something that that's why the reason why when this card came, when I asked this question, it was a great information for me, and a big awakening. I hope, just helps me build this courage that I'm sharing with you right now. It is very important, that you understand that when you don't show your being exactly as it is, your being is your light, is your essence, is everything. So when you don't show it, you lose it, and you dim your own light. When you try to cover an emotion, you don't want to connect with something that is there. The only thing you're doing is you're decreasing your level of vibration. You're dimming your light, so you're not in your best, in your whole potential, all you can be. So that's my advice here that I received for you to share. But here, this is a card that this is number 8, and it's about the feminine energy. So there's a wisdom here, for we all have energy, and masculine and feminine energy. So this is the feminine, this is the masculine. Doesn't matter, there's a woman there, but it talks about this is called meltdown. This is it's something that has to do with melting your emotions, just showing all your emotions. See how everything is connected here. And here, this is when in this card is called loneliness and despair. No, it's a very scary card. However, there's a lot of information here, interesting. There's a lot of wisdom. It talks like, you can see all doors closed there, but basically what I'm receiving here is that when you see we have moments in our lives that it seems that all the doors are closed, that we don't see answers, that we feel like we are stuck. We are here in the crap, remember? And but here we have this one telling us that we have options if we choose to weave our past, to connect, to open to new possibilities, try new things, to awaken. Okay, there's knock. The doors are going to be open. There's a door. The woodpecker opens doors. Open door when you want to awaken. So it's telling you that the doors, even though doors might seem closed, you can open them, and there's an energy that you can open doors. Remember, you can open doors with the way you communicate, how you use your words, and the love that comes from you when you connect with new people, when you call people that you haven't reached out, when you help others. This is an energy of love, and you're gonna find the way out. The love that you give to yourself when you melt your emotions and you connect with everything that is at this point maybe you don't want to face because it's hurtful. There are some painful emotions, but this is a time to give yourself this loving touch, maybe go dig in and see what is it that you were trying to cover or not to feel, but it's still there affecting you somehow. um, and so you can do the work. There are many gentle ways that you can do this healing. I did it myself, and I work also with kids where you do through artistic healing, through painting. There's beautiful ways that you can access that emotions, and it's very liberating and healing, of course. Okay, so what else with the um yeah, the basically the closing of the doors, like I share, open your doors, lift your energy. That's going to help you open the doors. Pay attention to yourself. Don't be behind the last one in the row, uh, as far as taking care of feeling good. Choose places to feel good. Do the things that you need to do to feel good, to complete. And open doors. The spider is telling, complete things so you can feel like those doors will be open. What seems now closed, it will be open. And I think, let me see. I think if I have something else, I would share eventually later. But overall, this is something that is gonna be happening in this month until the 10th of the next month. Probably there's more information that I will get, because we have probably half a month yet, and I find this very, very, very awakening, the whole experience. I hope you at some time, if I will share when I will eventually open some workshops on introduction to SoulCollage, how to make cards, and if you want to reach me about artistic healing, I might do also at some point artistic healing workshops and combos that might include 4 different activities in a month. So well, I'm looking forward to share. I hope you like it, and if you like it, please subscribe. You can click the button, and I'll see you for the next reading. It's going to be next month, unless I have to add something else that is in relationship with this topic, which is the loving touch. Bye. I love you all. Hi, I'm back again. I just wanted to add something about this card, the one that is called loneliness, despair. Basically, the reason why I wanted to add this, I felt it was important to this month, which is a month of Valentine. There are some people that might feel this sense of loneliness, or they might be feeling someone that they are broken from a broken relationship, or someone missing in their lives, or they lost someone passed away, and so they have this feeling of loneliness, and which is very difficult to deal, no? But there is, 2 ways like to approach loneliness. Now, if you the more you cover your emotions, which that's why this is coming to give some information. The guide here is allow your emotions to melt down, deal with those emotions, because when we cover those emotions, maybe if it's an emotion of grieving, or it's an emotion of hurt, whatever, sadness, and we don't feel them, they stay there, and we're gonna feel the loneliness. The sense of loneliness is gonna be more powerful, and actually the reason being is because we are not being connected with ourselves. The more we connect with ourselves, with our inner self, with our inner emotions, with any emotions that are inside that need to be attended, the less lonely we are gonna feel, and the more connected we're gonna be with ourselves. Sometimes that sense of loneliness is because there's a disconnection with our inner child, or if there is a disconnection of an emotion that we don't want to attend. So sometimes also it's important to understand that there's like seasons. There are chapters in our lives and they have a reason of being. Sometimes you have this chapter of life where you are on your own, because that's what you need to maybe be focused on your purpose of life, maybe to avoid any type of distractions, and it's just a chapter of your life, or maybe because you need to go in within yourself to awaken, or to learn and to grow. And it's very important that you respect that, because as a matter of fact, you're gonna be more connected to the whole world and to the web of life when you go within. there is a reason for everything. And so when you, if there's a time that you are feeling this kind of loneliness, just go that, remember, say to yourself, this is a chapter of my life. The way I have to deal with this is just connect with my emotions. If you want to go out, just to connect, to make new connections, make new steps, feel good, do things that make you feel good. The well-being card, remember, all this is information for you that you can have to assist you in the things you're going in your daily life. And this is what I'm trying to share with you. That's why when I saw the lonely card and I remember this, I felt that I wanted to share with you, because to me this is important. But you are doing great, guys. You are doing great. So anyways, that's all. Bye bye.